Welcome to a journey of self-discovery, where we will uncover the hidden strength within our wounds and transform them into a powerful force for growth. Have you ever felt like a precious gem forgotten in a dark corner, unappreciated and undervalued? The feeling of being abandoned, overlooked, as if the love and recognition you deserve have slipped from your grasp, may have gnawed at your soul, leaving scars that are hard to heal. In this ever-changing life, it's easy for us to fall into the trap of seeking validation from others, only to lose ourselves in the expectations and judgments of the outside world. But today, we will rewrite that story together. No longer victims of indifference, we will become strong warriors, using past wounds as a forge to craft a better, more resilient version of ourselves. By applying the timeless principles of Stoicism, we will discover 11 powerful ways not only to make them realize the immense value they overlooked, but also to help you build a solid foundation of confidence and self-respect, one that doesn't rely on any external validation. This is not a battle for revenge, but a journey toward liberation and growth. We will learn to accept what is past, to forgive ourselves and others, and most importantly, to love and cherish ourselves unconditionally. Get ready to embark on this journey to turn pain into strength and to show the world just how deserving you are of love and appreciation. Let Stoicism be the guiding light that helps you find true peace and happiness from within. Start by asking yourself why you feel so deeply hurt by someone else's coldness or indifference. If you find yourself heartbroken because someone does not reciprocate the affection you have given them, it may be a sign that you have given too much power to their opinions and feelings. Remember, before anyone entered your life, you were already whole and strong in your own right. When we seek acceptance from others, we make ourselves dependent, a state that is far from what a Stoic would desire. Accepting and confronting your emotions is crucial. Ignoring your feelings won't help you overcome them. You need to face and understand them in order to heal and move forward. Recognizing that your value does not depend on others is the first step in regaining your inner strength. The outer world is merely a reflection of the inner world. Close relationships are the clearest mirrors of the relationship you have with yourself. Observe how others treat you and how you feel in those relationships, because they reflect how you treat yourself. If you wish to be respected, loved, and genuinely valued by others, you must first treat yourself with that same respect and love. Give yourself everything you need, fulfill your true desires, and take the time to listen to your inner voice instead of ignoring or suppressing it. Learn to listen to yourself from every angle: emotions, needs, desires. Treat yourself with respect and trust. This is the key to attracting healthy and fulfilling relationships. When you know how to love and value yourself, you will confidently express your beliefs and truths instead of letting the fear of judgment control you or staying in undeserving relationships just for a bit of affection or temporary attention. Remember, a Stoic does not rely on others to find satisfaction or validate their self-worth. They find all of this within themselves by living in alignment with their ethics and core values. Imagine this: someone important in your life is not giving you the recognition you deserve. It hurts, doesn't it? But this is where the wisdom of Stoicism becomes a guiding light. A true Stoic knows that the only things within our control are our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Everything else, including the opinions and actions of others, lies beyond our control. A Stoic begins by looking inward and asking, "Why does this bother me?" They understand that their value is not determined by others, but by their own actions and virtues. If someone does not appreciate them, it is not a reflection of their worth, but of the other person's judgment. So what about those hurt feelings? Stoics experience pain too, but instead of drowning in it, they use it as a catalyst for personal growth. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? In this way, every slight or cold shoulder becomes an opportunity to grow more resilient and self-reliant. Stoics also practice detachment, not in the sense of apathy, but by maintaining an emotional distance to protect their inner peace. They enjoy the company of others and value connections, but they do not depend on them for happiness. Emotional detachment does not mean becoming indifferent or cold. It is an inner revolution that helps you break the invisible chains of emotion so that you are no longer a puppet controlled by the external world. It is about mastering your emotions so that your happiness and peace are no longer dependent on anyone but yourself. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We suffer not from events in our lives, but from our judgments about them." Emotional detachment is the key to changing how you perceive the world and the relationships around you. When you stop clinging to a person or a situation, you realize that you have the freedom to choose how to respond to any event in life. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden. When you focus solely on a single flower, you get caught in a spiral of worry and fear when it begins to wither. But when you learn to appreciate the entire garden, you find joy and peace in each moment, whether in sunshine or rain. Emotional detachment broadens your view to see the beauty of the entire garden of life, rather than fixating on one flower. Do not let your emotions be manipulated by others like a puppet. Be brave and begin the journey of exploring the power of detachment so that you can confidently take charge of your life and find true happiness and peace from within. Detachment is not selfish. It is a gift you give to yourself. When you are no longer swept away by the emotional currents of others, you have the time and energy to focus on what truly matters to you. You can explore your passions, pursue your goals, and build a more meaningful life. Imagine yourself driving a car. If you let others take the wheel, they will decide your direction, possibly leading you to places you do not wish to go, or even causing accidents. But when you take the wheel yourself, you are free to choose your own path, discover new landscapes, and enjoy the journey on your own terms. Emotional detachment gives you control over your life, allowing you to choose the path that leads to happiness and success. The journey of exploring the power of emotional detachment is not always easy, but it is worth every effort. When you learn to let go of emotional attachments, you will find true freedom and peace. You will be able to live a more meaningful life, focus on what is important, and achieve your goals. Let emotional detachment guide you, inspire you, and remind you that you have the power to control your own life. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so we can continue this journey together in exploring inner strength. Don't let anger or resentment cloud your mind and weaken your spirit. A Stoic understands that negative emotions are merely temporary reactions and should never be allowed to control their actions or decisions. When faced with difficult situations, attacks, or indifference from others, instead of reacting with anger or pain, choose to respond with kindness and composure. However, being kind doesn't mean you're willing to fulfill every request or be overly lenient with yourself. That kindness must stem from self-respect and respect for yourself, not from a desire for acceptance, affection, or fear of rejection. Kindness should be accompanied by a clear understanding of your self-worth. When you express kindness thoughtfully, you're affirming that you know who you are and don't need to please everyone. Instead of letting negative emotions guide you, You learn to observe and analyze situations calmly and rationally. That's an admirable self-control, showing that you're not easily swayed by frivolous compliments or unfair criticisms. In fact, your calmness and confidence in how you treat people will make them rethink how they perceive you. Set clear boundaries in your relationships with others and protect them firmly. This not only helps you maintain your dignity, but also builds self-esteem and confidence. When you know how to say no to things that don't align with your values and principles, you affirm that you are a person of value and not easily influenced. The boundaries you set are not walls of separation, but a protection for your inner self, helping you maintain balance between your mind and emotions. This is how you assert yourself and make those around you realize that they've missed out on something valuable if they don't appreciate you. Don't seek your worth through the eyes and words of others. Your true value lies in who you are and how you live in accordance with your core principles and values. It's the honesty, consistency, courage, and kindness you show towards yourself and others. A Stoic doesn't seek recognition or praise from the outside. They are well aware that only they have the right to determine their own worth, and it's how they face difficulties and challenges that creates true strength. Every action and word of yours needs to reflect loyalty to these values. Remember, when you express kindness with boundaries, it will make those around you reflect. They will understand that you're not someone easily manipulated or willing to tolerate disrespect. You're showing them that you don't need anyone to prove your worth. Instead of being someone who always tries to please others, you become a mirror of confidence and self-control. This confidence not only helps you attract respect from others, but also helps you clearly define that you deserve genuine and meaningful relationships. The fourth thing to remember is to not seek validation from others. One of the biggest traps we often fall into in life is the desire for acceptance from others. We spend too much time and energy worrying about what others think of us, whether they like us, whether we are good enough in their eyes. We try to change ourselves, mold ourselves into the patterns that society imposes, just to hope for a nod of approval or a word of praise. However, the truth is that your worth does not depend on the acceptance or judgment of anyone. You are an independent individual with your own unique qualities, talents, and values. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone, nor do you need to live up to the expectations of others. Remember, each person has their own path to walk, their own mission to fulfill. Imagine you are a beautiful painting. You could be hung in a luxurious gallery, admired and praised by thousands of people. But even if you were left forgotten in a dusty attic, your artistic value would remain unchanged. You are still a unique work of art, carrying within you distinct meanings and emotions. Similarly, whether others recognize it or not, you still have value. Don't let the judgments or thoughts of others dim your light. Instead, focus on developing yourself, nurturing your passions, and living a life that is meaningful to you. Explore your potential, learn new things, and constantly improve yourself every day. When you are confident in your own worth, you will no longer be affected by praise or criticism or the acceptance from others. You will have the courage to be yourself, to express your personality and opinions without fear of judgment. And then, you will attract people who truly appreciate you, not because you try to be someone else, but because of your true self. Remember, true happiness comes from self-love and self-acceptance. Don't let the search for external validation make you forget the most important thing. You are unique, you are valuable, and you deserve love and happiness. Number 5. Remain calm in the face of difficulties. Amidst the storms of life, when the waves of hardship crash upon you, remember that it is not the intensity of the storm that defines you, but rather how you face it. As Seneca once said, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." Do not let external turmoil shake your inner peace, job loss, heartbreak, or illness. These challenges are inevitable in life. But instead of letting them drown you in despair, take a deep breath, find inner stillness, and maintain a calm demeanor. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. For a calm mind and a resolute will are the beacon that shines in the darkest night, the strength that helps you overcome any challenge. Imagine a captain in the midst of a tempest. If he panics, the ship will lose its course and sink. But if he holds the helm steady, calmly making decisions, the ship will find its way to safe harbor. Do not falter in the face of difficulties. Do not waver in the face of criticism or doubt. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Remember, you cannot control what happens around you, but you can absolutely control how you respond to it. Let your calmness and resilience be the most powerful answer to those who have underestimated you. In the toughest trials, when everything seems to crumble, it is calmness and perseverance that will lift you up, helping you see the faint light at the end of the tunnel. Think of Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment but never gave up hope for a free and equal South Africa. That is the quality of a noble soul, an indomitable will, unshakable by anything. And when you weather the storm, you will realize that no challenge can defeat you as long as you maintain faith in yourself and your inner strength. You will emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to face whatever life throws your way. So number 6. Caring for physical and mental health. Imagine the body as a chariot and the mind as the charioteer. If the chariot is dilapidated and the charioteer is weary, the journey will be arduous and full of obstacles. But if the chariot is sturdy and the charioteer is clear-headed, we can overcome any terrain and conquer any peak. Taking care of physical health is not just about exercise and healthy eating. It's also about listening to your body, resting when needed, and avoiding harmful habits. Similarly, taking care of mental health is not just about meditation and reading. It's also about cultivating emotional control, accepting things that cannot be changed, and finding meaning in life. When you are healthy and balanced, you can easily face any challenge. Like a well-trained warrior, you will have the strength to overcome adversity, the patience to wait for the right opportunity, and the wisdom to make the right decisions. Moreover, good health will make others reconsider how they have judged you. They will see in you confidence, positive energy, and an unyielding spirit. This not only brings respect, but also serves as an inspiration to those around you. Remember, taking care of your health is not a race, but a lifelong journey. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on improving yourself every day. With perseverance and discipline, you will build a solid foundation for all success in life. Number 7. Saying no. Stoics understand that true freedom comes from self-mastery, not being swayed by the opinions of others. They know that saying no is not selfish, but a way to protect their values and goals. When you learn to say no calmly and firmly, you're demonstrating respect for yourself and your time. You're sending the message that you have your own priorities, and you will not let anything distract you from your chosen path. Don't be afraid of judgment or rejection. Remember, not everyone will understand or agree with your decisions, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you live in accordance with your values and don't let others control your life. When you say no sincerely and respectfully, you will earn respect from others. They will see you as a principled person with a firm stance, not easily swayed. And that is the quality of a person worthy of respect and admiration. Practice saying no every day. Start with small things, and gradually you will become more confident in protecting your boundaries. And when you master your time and energy, you will have more space to pursue the things that truly matter, to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. So number 8, the journey of continuous self-improvement, the key to true attraction. Stoic philosophy teaches that life is a constant flow, and so are we. If we don't move forward, we will fall behind. Self-development is not just an option, but a mandate to live a full and meaningful life. Imagine yourself as a garden. If you don't care for it and nurture it, it will quickly be overrun by weeds and become desolate. But if you regularly water, fertilize, and prune it, the garden will bloom and bear fruit, exuding a fragrant aroma. Continuously learning and cultivating knowledge and skills is how you water the garden of your mind. Reading books, taking courses, and exploring new fields will help you broaden your horizons and discover untapped potential. Physical and mental training are equally important. Take care of your body with a healthy diet and regular exercise. At the same time, nourish your soul with meaningful activities, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time with loved ones. Development doesn't stop at accumulating knowledge and skills. Dare to step out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself with new things. It could be a new job, a new hobby, or a trip to a foreign land. And don't forget, perfection has no end. Always look back at yourself, recognize areas for improvement, and strive to become the best version of yourself. When you constantly grow and improve, you will radiate an irresistible attraction. People will be drawn to your confidence, dynamism, and drive for progress. You will become a source of inspiration, a shining example to those around you. Remember, life is not a destination, but a journey. Enjoy every step, every experience, and never stop exploring new things. By doing so, you will not only attract others, but also find true happiness and meaning in your own life. So number 9, confidently asserting yourself, a journey of discovering inner strength. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a quality that needs to be nurtured and cultivated continuously. It's not synonymous with arrogance or conceit, but rather a firm belief in your own abilities and a clear understanding of your self-worth. Remember, each of us is unique, with distinct talents and potential. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on developing your own strengths. Keep learning, honing your knowledge and skills so that you improve a little bit every day. Don't be afraid of failure or making mistakes. They are an integral part of the growth process. What matters is what you learn from those experiences, and that you continue to move forward with an optimistic and resilient spirit. Accept and love yourself, both your strengths and weaknesses. Don't let criticism or negative judgments shake your confidence. Remember, you have the right to be yourself, and no one can take that away from you. Confidence is expressed through your words, actions, and even your demeanor. Stand tall, hold your head high, and speak clearly and coherently. Don't be afraid to express your opinions even if they differ from the majority. And finally, remember that confidence is not a destination, but a journey. There will be times when you doubt yourself, but don't let that stop you from moving forward. Always believe in your inner strength, and you will be able to achieve extraordinary things. Number 10. Eliminate negativity, sow positivity. Life is like a garden, and within that garden, the emergence of negative weeds is inevitable. These can be pessimistic thoughts, negative emotions, or toxic relationships. They quietly creep in, draining our energy and joy. But just as a diligent gardener pulls weeds, we too must learn to identify and remove negativity from our lives. Start by observing your thoughts. When negative thoughts arise, gently remind yourself that they are just weeds that need to be uprooted. Instead, plant seeds of positivity in your mind, thoughts of gratitude, optimism, and hope. The same goes for emotions. When you feel sad, angry, or disappointed, allow yourself to experience those emotions, but don't let them control you. Find healthy ways to release them, such as journaling, talking to friends, or exercising. Finally, reevaluate your relationships. If there are people who consistently bring negative energy into your life, have the courage to let go or limit your contact with them. Spend time with positive people who support and inspire you. Eliminating negativity is not an easy process, but it is entirely achievable. With patience and effort, you can transform the garden of your soul into a place filled with light and joy. Remember, you have the power to choose what you plant in your garden. Choose positive seeds so that your life will always bloom. Number 11. Showing respect. In this diverse and complex world, respect is the invisible thread that connects us, creating a harmonious and civilized society. Respect is not just an action, but also an attitude, a way of perceiving and valuing others. Respect begins with listening and understanding. Everyone has their own story, their own perspective, and we need to take the time to listen and try to understand them, whether we agree or not. This understanding not only helps us build good relationships, but also broadens our own horizons and knowledge. Respect is also shown through acceptance of differences. Each person has their own strengths, weaknesses, and unique personality. Instead of judging or trying to change them, let's appreciate diversity and learn from those differences. Respect also means putting ourselves in others' shoes. Before saying or doing anything, ask yourself, if I were them, how would I feel? This empathy will help us avoid hurting others and build a safe and trusting environment. Respect is not only a virtue, but also a way for us to affirm our own worth. When we respect others, we are also demonstrating our own confidence and maturity, and, above all, respect will spread, creating a positive effect, making everyone feel loved and valued. Let respect be the guiding principle in all your actions and words. By doing so, you will not only build good relationships, but also contribute to creating a better world for everyone. Embracing Stoic principles to cultivate self-worth isn't about seeking revenge or validation from others. It's about reclaiming your power, finding inner peace, and living a life aligned with your values. The Stoics teach us that true strength lies in focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions, rather than dwelling on the opinions or actions of others. By embodying this philosophy, we free ourselves from the chains of external validation and find solace in our own self-worth. Remember, the journey of self-improvement is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about continuous growth, learning from our mistakes and striving to become the best version of ourselves. As you progress on this path, you'll find that the opinions of those who once undervalued you hold less and less weight. Your resilience and unwavering commitment to your values will speak volumes, leaving a lasting impression on those who doubted you. In the end, The most powerful way to make them regret not valuing you is to simply live a life that exemplifies your worth. Let your actions, your character, and your accomplishments be the evidence of your value. And as you continue to grow and evolve, you'll find that the need for external validation diminishes, replaced by a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. True strength lies not in making others regret, but in becoming the best version of yourself. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Let your growth and resilience be the ultimate testament to your worth, leaving those who undervalued you in the shadows of their own misjudgment.